Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be reading Raphael's moaning and groaning and yearning card, the new Rising Tides free 5-star that we got. So let's dive right in, shall we? Before Ebb Day arrived, I went to Raphael's side, wanting to be with him through this difficult time. Does that rhyme? No, not really. He needs me to hold his hand. Oh, my sweet baby. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. In the afternoon, a gentle breeze sweeps through White Sand Bay and tree branches sway. Dappled sunlight casts mottled patterns across the pavement. Carrying a stack of cardboard boxes that's almost taller than me, I stand before Raphael's studio. Raphael, come help me with these. Before I get a response, I use my foot to push open the door and lean in, but I'm caught off guard because multiple pairs of eyes are staring back at me. Multiple pairs of eyes? Look at his shirts. What a little slut. Got his chest all out waiting for me to come home like a good boy. Look, he's even got his leash on. Okay. Merman heat. I'm ready. Raphael is sitting sideways on the sofa, his chin resting on the back of his hand. Amid the cluster of microphones and lights, he was seemingly lost in thought a few seconds ago. Yet, because of my intrusion, his gaze leaves the interviewer sitting across from him and finds me across the room. He grins. Oh, he's happy to see me. Raphael told me last night that someone would be doing an interview with him today, and it'd end before lunch, but it looks like they're still going. Sorry, please continue. Before I can move, Raphael stands, makes his way through the crowd, and takes the cardboard boxes from my hands. I'm fine, really. Shouldn't you continue your interview? Doesn't he look so cute? He looks scrumptious. Oh my gosh. His little hairless chest peeking out of that top.
You were about to be swallowed by the boxes. I think rescuing you is more important.
That nightly rendezvous shirt, he really is ready to submit. Yeah, he is. He's all ready for me. He's even got his collar on. After that, the interview continues, and I sit in the corner while replying to Talia's messages. Ebb Day is coming up, so I asked her for advice on how to help Raphael get through it. Talia?
Have you prepared everything I told you to get?
I'm consulting with the family. Oh. Yeah, I got them. Humidifier, cooling patches, electrolytes. I brought them to his home.
Good. One more thing. Lemurians recover from the symptoms faster when they're in a place where they feel secure.
Wait, she's giving me tips on how to handle when he's in heat? What the heck is this? That's kind of weird, right? Like, because I'm definitely jorking it. At the very least. Okay, thank you, Auntie. I put down my phone and listened to Raphael's interview. Well, maybe not because she goes through it too, I assume. Okay, true.
I heard you recently joined a collaborative art project that requires creative works with sand, and the theme is based on the tide. Could you share with us your approach for this upcoming piece? You live in White Sand Bay and regularly draw inspiration from the seaside. You must be familiar with these elements.
Wait, look at that dump truck sitting in these pants right now. He's literally flexing his glute for us. Does anyone see the curvature on that thing? What the heck? I got a notification from your YouTube channel titled Caleb, I'm getting you pregnant. Yes, it's true.
I haven't decided yet. The more important and familiar something is, the harder it is to express.
Aww.
When I think of the tide, many images surface. The sun, the moon, heartbeats, erosion, gifts. For me, it's a concept that exists on the extreme end of the abstract. It's difficult to find an entry point in a short time frame.
I understand. If someone asked me to describe youth or childhood, I would also need to think about it for a long time.
They converse for a while longer, then the interviewer and Rafayel stand up and politely shake hands.
That concludes our interview for today. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. May I indulge in a bit of gossip before I leave? That young lady is your...
Ooh. As soon as she says this, the other staff members sneakily look my way. It's clear they've been curious for some time. Oh, who that? Who that over there? Who that in the back? Yes, I am his wife. Rafayel and I exchange a glance from opposite sides of the room. The corner of his mouth slightly curls up.
If I were to express what happiness means to me, her name is essential.
Oh my gosh, so cute. The interviewer seems to understand the implications and turns to look at me with a warm touch smile. Oh my God, that's such a sweet thing to say. My artiste.
I see. I hope both of you are happy in the future, and I look forward to seeing many works about happiness.
I'm his muse. After they leave, I check the cardboard boxes against my orders in the shopping app. Rafayel, who was chatting moments ago, has collapsed onto the sofa like a limp fish.
I'm so tired. I want to go to bed.
Oh gosh, it's starting. It was just an interview. Aren't you being a little too dramatic? Why would she say this when she knows that this is happening? I can't stand her sometimes. I would never say that. I would say, oh honey, you've worked so hard today. Come on. Come on, take that shirt off. Let's get you in bed. Take the pants off too. Come on. You'll stay cooler this way. I noticed that the box in my hand had been signed for at 7 a.m. Did my delivery wake you?
No, the tide brought in lots of food, and the seagulls got too excited.
Let's share body heat. Yes. I'll
They
warm you.
decided to be rude and caused a huge commotion on the beach before dawn.
Despite criticizing the seagulls, the exhaustion in his eyes is unmistakable as he painfully rubs the bridge of his nose. Do you want to go upstairs and rest? Rafayel grabs a thin blanket and wraps himself up. His gaze remains uncovered as he looks at me.
I can just lie here and exist. I even get to hear the white noise of you unboxing packages.
Aww. Oh my God. Imagine Rafayel burritoed up on the couch. So cute. Under Rafayel's watchful gaze, I unpack a humidifier, cooling patches, energy drinks, and more. As he looks at the assortment of items, Rafayel's expression grows increasingly confused.
What are those for?
Wait, what? Does he not know? Ebb Day will soon be upon us. These should make you feel more comfortable. I also asked for a week off so I could be with you. Do you feel honored?
Thanks for being my guardian angel, but Ebb Day is different from a normal fever. The elevated body temperature is just a minor symptom.
Oh Lord, oh Lord.
The real challenge lies with everything else.
Oh God. Looking up at me, Rafayel rests on the sofa. His voice is slightly hoarse from drowsiness.
These won't be enough.
Oh God.
Let's talk after I take a nap. Do you want to join me?
You'll be in heat soon. He needs more Gatorade. Oh. For the past few days, I had to stay up late to deal with wanderers. Sleep deprived, I passed out and slept until late afternoon. When I wake up, Rafayel is gone. I find him sitting by a rock by the shoreline. Oh my God, why is he caked up like this? This is crazy. Why don't I have this outfit? He is cheeked up on the seaside. His back faces me, and his bare feet touch the seawater as he gazes intently at the vast, boundless ocean. Damn, I just want to... Bow, 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 bow. Like, it's literally just sitting, like, perfectly divided. Okay. There's no way they didn't know this. It's literally curved. What the heck? I toss my shoes and run across the beach to sit down beside him. Like that photo of SpongeBob smacking the bubble person's cheek. Exactly that. Exactly that. Why did you come out here alone?
I wanted to search for some inspiration after I woke up, but I couldn't find any. I tried everything, cutie.
Play the bongos on it.
So I decided to sit here, dip my feet in the water, and sense the waves' rhythm.
Aww, my beach bum. What do you feel? It worked, right?
Yeah.
Rafayel looks into the distance, his hair and the edges of his clothes dancing in the sea breeze. The sight feels like it's from an oil painting with softly blended colors.
This feeling is hunger.
Oh God, it's starting. He's hungry. Seemingly drained, Rafayel plops onto the rock, only to quickly hiss in pain and sit back up.
It's so hot. At this rate, I'm gonna be a fish that was grilled on a stone. Talking about it is making me hungrier. Do you want to get some seafood?
Aww. Seafood boil with Rafayel. He's tired, but he's ready to bust down a seafood boil. He has the energy for that, though. Hungry, yeah. After ordering seafood, we stay seated on the rocks as we wait. Night approaches and the sea breeze gradually grows cooler. You still haven't found your inspiration?
Soon. In terms of progress, I'm at like 0.01%. Yippee.
Aww, my tortured artist.
There are several movies with good reviews lately, and I've already picked some out. Do you want to head back and help me evaluate them?
Aww. I shake my head and point to a nearby fish. It's stranded on the shore with its eyes rolled back. I need to keep an eye on you. We don't want you to accidentally end up like that.
Are you serious? I'm not fragile. Besides, that fish looks terrible. Giving it a glance is painful, you know.
Dang. The sea, which has been calm, sends a perfectly timed wave that sweeps away the fish before returning to its serene state. I stay seated and keep him company as we watch the skyline. We've sat in silence for so long, though. I can't help but want to talk about something. Right, why'd he roast his brethren like that? Aw, Ralph will be taking you to see the Hail Mary movie after all. Oh. No, we're seeing Wuthering Heights. Period. Love movie for my lovely. Rafayel, what does the tide mean to you?
It's complicated. I might end up rambling for a while. Like, a long while.
I'm listening. Go ahead. I'll listen to every word.
When I was a child, it represented abundance and joy. The deep waters would bring nutrients that nourished fish, shrimp, and lemurians.
Raphael is so emo boy coded. Like, he's literally emo. They should have given him a side swoop bang and like black hair and eyeliner.
As I grew older, the tide revealed rock walls riddled with holes, but they also brought unexpected joys and new attachments. After that, it became painful. It burned, and the discomfort felt almost inescapable.
That's what Caleb looks like with his new hair. No, really. Yeah, he looks, that hair looks like he could be in a metal band. He's quiet for a long time. I don't say anything and use my feet to splash water around. The ripples spread to gently lap against his legs. Raphael's gaze shifts from the sea to me.
Did you call for me?
It's the tide. I tilt my head as I watch him continue moving my feet. As I watch him and continue moving my feet. My tide surges toward him with every wave. After a moment of alertness, Raphael seems to awaken from a trance. He lifts his feet and begins splashing to my rhythm. Not us playing footsies in the water. Our tides collide, ripples on the water's surface converging into what looks like a tightly woven net.
I think I found my inspiration.
Feet? Do you want to go back and make something?
It's not that urgent. Besides, our food's here. Let's eat first, then we can talk.
What, does he have like room service, like seaside food service? Or I'm sure he has a chef. Probably driven by creative inspiration, Raphael only takes a few bites before declaring he's full. He goes out and briefly returns with an entire bucket of fine sand. He places a bucket on the dining table that was just cleared, grabs a handful of sand, and begins sorting through it grain by grain under the light. Grain by grain? What are you doing?
This place is called White Sand Bay, but not all the sand is pure white. When you look at them closely, each grain has a different texture and color. I want to separate the different types of sand, then I'll combine them to create a piece.
Wow, his mind. I've seen this task in fairy tales before. There was a girl who was bullied and forced to sort red, green, and black beans from a mixed pile every day.
I'm different, though.
Huh?
I'm doing this willingly.
We're quiet for a moment, and then we burst into laughter at the same time. You want some help?
No need. The color differences between the sand grains are too subtle. You wouldn't be able to see them.
Oh, wow. Really? I can't do it? Lemurians only, huh? Don't underestimate me. Raphael raises an eyebrow without saying anything else. Then he moves to the side to make room for me. I'm able to closely examine the small piles of sand he just sorted. After a second passes, I quietly leave, return to the sofa, and pick up my laptop. I guess I'll get back to work. For a while, I'm immersed in organizing my report materials until I'm suddenly aware of the breathing behind me. Oh God, it's beginning. It's starting. I turn around to find Raphael standing there. Dazed, he stares at me. What's wrong?
Nothing. I was just curious about what you're doing.
God. I shift to the side to make room for him and show him my mission report. After skimming through a few pages, Raphael closes his eyes. With a pained expression, he collapses onto the sofa and rests his head on my lap. Oh, my sweet.
I'd rather go back to sorting my sand than look at that, but my eyes hurt. Let me borrow your hands for a moment.
Anything for you. He places his hand over mine, carefully grips my fingers and uses them to massage the area around his eyes. Why don't we put this sand sculpture aside and wait until Ebb Day is over?
I can't. The purpose of this event is to capture our immediate feelings about the tide and create art with them. Once it ends, the opportunity will be gone forever. I just need to rest for a bit.
The massage ends and Raphael's movements stop. However, he still keeps my hand over his eyes as he lies there quietly. I can sense his eyes moving under his eyelids. It's as if he's constructing something in the darkness. For him, closing his eyes and shutting off the channels that reflect reality might lead to a more magnificent world. My little dreamer. I wonder what the tide looks like in his eyes. Oh, I thought it was going to be the kindled. Over the next few days, Raphael continues working on his sand sculpture, but his progress is extremely slow. You need some help?
Can you grab a jar of sand for me, please? The whitest one on the cabinet. All the way to the left.
Oh my gosh, she sounds so weak. My baby. I find it and hold it out to Raphael. He quickly glances at it before taking the jar. But after some time has passed, I notice there's another jar on the shelf. Based on the arrangement, that one should actually be the widest. Raphael didn't notice me grab the wrong one? Is there a problem? While he steps away to get some tools, I take a jar of sand from the table and put it back on the shelf. Raphael returns from the storage room and gives me a puzzled look.
Did you do something? You look guilty.
Damn, he immediately knew. I needed some space on the table to organize things, so I put your jar of sand back on the shelf. But now I can't tell which one it is. Can you get it? What the heck? Raphael shakes his head, then he confidently grabs a jar of sand.
Ta-da!
Uh-oh. You grabbed the wrong one, Raphael, so I'll give you a chance to be honest with me. Raphael's gaze lingers on the sand for a long time before landing on me. He runs his fingers through his hair and lets out a soft sigh.
Okay, I have good news and bad news. The bad news is that I can't recognize colors well. I'd say I'm on the same level as an average human right now.
Okay, ouch, but wow. What's the good news? Raphael moves closer, lowers his head, and presses his forehead against mine. Our gazes meet at an intimate distance.
For now, we see the world in the same way.
If I could choose, I'd rather have myself become more perceptive than you lose your keen senses.
But experiencing the world through your eyes feels nice. I always thought the new cabinet clashed horribly with my other furniture. The white was all wrong. It looks more harmonious now, though. Maybe the sand sculpture I create in this state might actually be closer to reality. Don't worry. I'll get better once Ebb Day ends. It won't affect my daily life or my artistic career. Your expression doesn't need to be that solemn. Smile.
I can't. I'm angry. I'm angry. I firmly grasp Raphael's chin with my other hand. Don't you dare hide things like this from me again. Whether it's a headache, a fever, or losing a single strand of hair, I need to know about it immediately. Understand? Damn, she's laying down the law.
Yeah. My ears and gills heard you.
He is so cute. Adorable. Over the next few days, Raphael doesn't show any new symptoms and even seems to be in a good mood. I gradually begin to relax. But on the actual ebb day, unexpected complications arise. In the afternoon, I step outside to sign for a package and return to find him gone. Raphael, where are you? Raphael! 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 After searching extensively, I spot a figure lying quietly in the seawater. I rush to his side, but before I can say anything, he firmly grabs my ankle. Despite the cold seawater, his touch feels strangely scorching hot.
You found me.
Does he have that shirt on? Why wouldn't they make him shirtless? He can't have nothing. What are you doing here?
I was getting inspiration by the sea. At some point, I got tired and sat down. A wave rolled in, and I thought it'd be nice to lie down and rest for a bit.
And then you couldn't get up anymore?
You're so smart, cutie. How did you know? Don't tell me you installed cameras to spy on me.
I haven't done that yet, but I'm planning to recruit 10 octopus to keep an eye on you 24/7.
Oh, that's awful. Dreadful, you know. You're forcing marine creatures to do unpaid labor.
Okay, he's so weak, but he still has time for these little jokes. That's what happens when there's a disobedient fishy. What would you have done if I hadn't found you?
The worst case scenario is the waves taking me away. Then I'd fall into a distant, deep sea trench and would have to swim back tomorrow.
I know. He's all blushy.
You'd be on the beach calling out to me, Raphael, Raphael. Then I'd pop up to say hi and show you souvenirs from my homeland.
That's a nice fantasy, but Mr. Raphael. With feigned seriousness, I clear my throat and look at him. I'm temporarily revoking your right to experience nature for artistic inspiration. Starting now. Come back with me and stay in your bedroom until the end of today.
So you're gonna be a bossy cutie, huh? You're like seaweed that wraps itself around a fish's tail so it won't escape.
Yeah, his little chuckle. He was definitely fantasizing. What does the fishy not like it?
Don't ask the fishy that question. He can only blow bubbles. Glub, glub, glub.
Sir, I think you're deliriously tired. Raphael releases my ankle. Grinning, he holds out his hand to me.
But if you have the right bait, he'll willingly surrender.
Get in the bed. Ooh, I love Raphael's bedroom. It's so beautiful. I want to be in that bed. After we return, Raphael and I stay in the bedroom. He begins to grow restless, his expression revealing he's fighting to stay calm. Right. To distract him, I find the movies he mentioned and watch them with him. But here comes the best part. Pay attention. You've been staring at that strand of hair for 10 minutes. Aren't you bored? Oh, thank you. Raphael is resting his head on my lap. I don't know where he found a strand of my hair, but he's been repeatedly winding it around his finger.
It's more interesting than the black and white movie.
It's not a... Never mind. I'm engrossed in the plot until he moves. Oh, excuse me. His hot breath brushes against my skin, which causes me to look down.
What's wrong?
Raphael's cheeks are now crimson. Scales are surfacing on his face and neck, yet his expression remains extraordinarily calm. Why didn't you say anything?
That part of the movie was good. You seemed to be enjoying yourself, and I didn't want to disturb you.
Oh my gosh. I'm not interesting enough. Wait, it's not interesting enough to make me ignore your transformation, especially when you're doing it in front of me. Bad fishy. Quickly, I bring out everything I prepared earlier and arrange it in a neat row in front of Raphael. Thank you. Thank you. Which one would you like to use first? You can choose.
I have this many options.
I usually try my best to respect other people's opinions.
What do you mean by other people? Will you help this other person when it comes to wiping down his body so he can cool down?
Ooh. Wipe him down. I'll wipe you down. If that's what he wants.
If I said I didn't need it, you might as well go grab the black pepper and sea salt and sprinkle me evenly on both sides.
What? What is he talking about? I wring out a damp towel and tentatively begin wiping his forehead and arms. Is this okay?
It kinda helps, but it's not enough.
He takes my hand, places it on his chest, and guides my index finger to the topmost button of his shirt. He still has a shirt on? With a fever?
Do you need me to show you the next steps?
Oh my goodness. See, me, I'd know exactly what to do. MC isn't doing it right. Why is he still clothed? Like, they should be in a tub. I look at him as I tentatively undo one button. Me personally, he would have clothes off all week. He'd be naked all week long. Like, what is she doing? Small light blue scales are scattered across the hollow between his collarbones. My fingertips gently brush over them. They should be cool to the touch, but they're hot. I'm reminded of the smooth texture of seashells heated by the sun. I look into his eyes.
What's wrong?
I use my fingernail to gently prod one of his scales. His breathing changes. His chest rises and falls uncontrollably, as if I'm teasing him. Yes, a nude ice bath. Yet at the same time, how else would you be in the bath? But yeah. Yet at the same time, his gaze grows sharper, its depths darkening like a smoldering fire.
Are you trying to save me? Or is this an attempt to make things awkward for me?
What kind of awkward are we talking about? I'd like to see it. What? Raphael's expression shows distinct intrigue.
I get it. You're the type who likes to catch a fish when he's vulnerable.
You dislike it? All right, I'll just go back to sleep. I make a show of getting up, but Raphael is faster. He presses his other hand against my back to keep me in place. I'm trying to think of the positioning. I can't imagine. Through his damp bangs, his gaze meets mine. Then he flips our positions. Pinned under him, I have no choice but to look up.
You weren't shy when you were teasing my scales. We're just getting started, and you already prepared everything. Why do you want to leave? Don't look away. Look at me.
I just realized you still have a fever. Is it really okay for us to... Raphael, you need to lie down and rest. When my joke leaves my mouth, our covenant unexpectedly activates. Raphael's body suddenly goes limp. He moves away from me and lands on the sofa. His eyes widen with shock as he stares at me. Raphael and I exchange looks as I struggle to hold back my smile. The humidifier's out of water. I need to go downstairs to refill it. We be okay if I leave you for a bit? Leave him? He needs you.
Of course. But I'd feel better if you could rein in that smile on your face.
Wow, we were so close. Like, F that humidifier. What the heck? As I carry the water tank downstairs, my smile remains. I'm still savoring the look on Rafayel's face. Why tease the man? He's clearly struggling.
I have said the loss of my color recognition doesn't affect my daily life the other day. I was wrong.
He's calling us from downstairs?
It made me experience a significant loss. I couldn't see whether you were blushing or not earlier. That's why I'm calling.
Fiddle with his gills? Oh yeah, fiddling more than that.
It seems like an insignificant problem, but I couldn't help myself. You haven't been gone for long. I'm struggling to stay in control.
Tickle is fickle. Both of them.
My temperature is higher, and my emotions are more erratic. It's unbearable.
Is he calling us from the kitchen? I mean, we're in the kitchen and he's calling us?
For your sake, please go home. You can see me tomorrow.
What? I won't leave. Is that a joke? I won't leave.
If you don't, there's no telling what might happen later.
What's gonna happen? He's gonna lose control.
Even though our bond is restraining me, I might not obey every command.
Oh gosh. The mermaid is gonna be let loose.
I might go against your wishes and do things you won't tolerate.
And I'm not afraid.
I'll be waiting for you then.
And as I push open the door, Rafayel is already in bed. He's watching me as I walk toward him. I would crawl like this. It's time. The heat ends with me. Oh my god, it's
On
the
a
kindled.
night when the tides ebb, anything can happen.
Oh,
You said you're not afraid. Stay with me.
wow, his scales look so beautiful. Oh, it's one of these. Oh, I don't know where to go first. It's okay, welcome in. Dang, you really are late. We're at the kindled.
Your
Ugh.
hand, it's like an ocean current is flowing through my chest.
Oh my god, this with the sea god? Oh my god, the Illusio with this is gonna be mwah, Jeff's kiss.
Are you crazy? You're not allowed to bite. Be gentle.
Imagine your man is like going through a hard time and you bite him. MC is so unserious. Oh.
These scales can't protect us. They only attract our enemies.
He's definitely in heat. He needs relief. She's playing with him. Help that man. Oh, his red ears.
This is what happens when I let my guard down. A bold, reckless human mercilessly takes advantage of me.
He looks so beautiful. The sea god in this is gonna go absolutely crazy. Oh my gosh. When Eluzio comes back, we have to remember to redo this with the sea god. We have to. It's a must. It's a must. No, obedient fishies like you will have dreams tonight.
Let me hold you like this
You can do whatever you want.
until the tide recedes.
Why are they fully dressed? Okay. Definitely gonna have to rewrite this card in a fanfic. Because that don't make no sense. The next morning, see, me personally, like I said, he'd already be naked. I'd be in a nurse costume. Like, I'd be in a nurse costume, give him forehead kisses, how I would have been if I was MC. Right, exactly. He really would have been complaining that I took advantage of him in his fragile state. Like, it really would have been. Yeah, the Kindle was way too short. I mean, it was a free card. And, like, nothing happened. I wish they would have at least given us one where you can, like, flip them and turn them and stuff, you know? Like Catch 22, where you can, like... They should have let us, like, rub his back or something. Ooh, if he laid out... He should have been in the tub. Like, laid out in the... Like, at the edge of the tub. And we can, like, rub his back and rub his arms. Anyway, whatever. At least we have his beautiful sounds that he was making. The next morning, I opened my eyes in a daze. Rafayel is still beside me with his eyes closed. Yes, feverish attempts. That card is goated. That is like the best card. He's lying on some of my hair, the delicate strands swaying gently with his breath, like seaweed in a current. I remain still, but he seems to sense me and opens his eyes. His gaze is lucid. And it doesn't make any sense because now that we have the home, we know they have underwear. We know they have underwear. We know they have sleepwear. Why aren't they wearing it? He's waking up in a blouse. Oh my gosh, Sarah. Hi. I mean, sorry, Diana. Hi. My bad. Forgive me, forgive me. Welcome in. Welcome back. We just finished the Kindled for this. You're awake? Why are you still lying here?
I'm looking for inspiration.
How are you feeling, physically speaking, I mean? Well, the cards, I feel like they never go the extra, like, length to match their outfit with what's going on in the story. It's just like how there was one card where it was like Caleb pushed up his sleeves. The man was wearing a sleeveless shirt. Like, it was like, you didn't even try. Just nonsense. Just hear damn, you know? That's what it's giving.
I'm back to normal. You can barely keep your eyes open, though. Go back to sleep.
You haven't watched this card at all? This is the end now. But it's good. I just got it yesterday. If you don't lay his uninspired behind down somewhere. Yeah. I don't know, he's very active. He's my fishy. Wow, he's fully back to normal. So it just like climaxed and then like went down. He turns on his side, his fingers brush over my eyelids and rest gently behind my ear. Heavy drowsiness washes over me again like the waves. I drift in and out of sleep several times and ask him about the time, but he always coaxes me back to sleep. That's the best feeling ever, when you're like super tired and you wake up and you go back to sleep. And then you wake up again and it's been like 4 hours and you have nowhere to be. That's the best. No, that can't be the end. Oh, what time is it?
It's time for afternoon tea.
Ooh. Oh my God, waking up next to Rafayel. A girl can dream. I immediately open my eyes and realize it's already 3 in the afternoon. Why didn't you wake me up?
You worked hard last night. You deserve more sleep.
I bet we did. I bet we did. Rafayel gets up and adjusts his pajamas in front of the mirror. His movements graceful and effortless. Observing him, I lean against the pillows. Did you feel better during this ebb day? Wow. During this ebb day compared to the last one?
Now that you mention it, it was the gentlest one I've experienced in years. And for some reason, I find myself looking forward to the next one.
Aw, he's so needy. Let me think. I read about your condition before. It's called captive bonding response. He looks at me through the mirror's reflection, his voice inexplicably deep.
In the past, it actually was painful. There was an unquenchable thirst that brought a suffocating, feverish tide. But now that you're here, everything's different.
Aww.
Pain that will be eased. Desires that are answered. Maybe we can call it pleasure.
Ooh. Gosh, he's so romantic. I love his voice lines. He means now that he has a mate. Right, exactly. Someone to relieve it. Well, he just said pleasure, so... Damn. I mean, yeah, it gets to a point, right? Where jorking it just doesn't satisfy. You need a real person every now and then. We lock eyes in the mirror, and I confirm one thing from his gaze. What does Ebb Day mean for you now?
Because of you, I think I've become a little addicted to it.
Oh, God. Yay! Oh. Several days later.
I wonder if you agree that Raphael's sand sculpture Tide is interesting.
His house looks so sick. It's like a castle, how high the ceilings are.
Its form resembles surging waves and multiple curling strands of seaweed.
From this angle, I think it also resembles someone's hair.
Regardless of the interpretation, the first impression it gives isn't of surging tides or nature's creation. Rather, it's an emotion.
A gentle, warm one.
Stop watching that and focus on your meal.
I sit at the dinner table with Rafayel. I'm eating while an art appreciation program plays on my phone. Aww. He on a private beach, yes. He got money. He's the sea god, as he should. I was there when you created Tide. I want to see their interpretations. But the more I listen, the more confused I get. I hold up my spoon in front of him and pretend it's a microphone. I'd like to interview Rafayel, our distinguished artist. Among all those interpretations, which one would you say is the most accurate?
The artworks created by distinguished artists are outside the scope of simple interpretations. They contain contemplation from multiple dimensions.
Ooh.
If I were Thomas, that's how I'd explain it. But with you, I can be more honest. It expresses what I felt when I woke up the day after Ebb Day. Tides, the sun, the moon, heartbeats, erosion, gifts. Everything I had spoken about before materialized before me.
Look at his little fangs. He's so cute. And he looks so cutie in this top.
They became one, breathing before
his little
me,
chest out.
sleeping peacefully, they were within reach.
I love you.
Outside of that, I incorporated some feelings from the depths of my heart. To be exact, it's a soft, fluctuating, warm and tranquil emotion. No, that's not right.
He suddenly corrects himself, looking into my eyes. He smiles.
It's affection.
What about love? It's love. Aw, that was so cute. That was so sweet. Kindled could have been longer, as always. We can never get enough kindled. I mean, come on. I do think they could have added the element of like him pinning you down, losing control. Like, where was all of that? I think that's how the kindled should have ended. Like he's like this and you're holding him and then he's like, I told you that I can't control myself. And then he just licks up your neck and then the camera goes into his eyes and they turn bright blue or whatever. And then it fades to black. I agree with the kindled part. It could have been longer. I'm so glad you finally got a chance to check it out. Yeah. I mean, I just unlocked it yesterday. Another kindled where they're not oiled up. SMH. And this one he totally could have been. He could have been wet from like laying out in the water earlier. He could have been oiled up and glistening because he's sweating from the fever. Like, hello. Come on. It's what we want. But wow, W card. I actually loved that. It was so sweet. Raphael's cards are always so romantic and sweet. I love them. Well, now I'm horny. Now I'm pissed that that bed over there is empty. There's no freaking merman moaning and groaning on my couch right now. Assholes. What do I gotta do? I'm pissed. What do I have to do to get a sick guy to come over here? One time my ex came over when he was sick, but like I pretty much begged him to come over because he had been sick and I had been missing him. And I don't know, I thought maybe he was lying about how sick he was, but then he actually came over and was like blowing his nose and shit. And I was like, okay, yeah. And then he was just like tired and in the bed. What a great card. Oh my gosh. Wasn't that so sweet? My Rafayel is just the cutest. I mean, I don't know. I feel like MC, she didn't really do enough. Me personally, I would have happily, you know, drew him a bath, gotten into it with him, you know, just stuff like that. But to each their own, I guess. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so that you never miss another video or any of my live streams. I've been going live lately. Yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next one. Bye.